preconceived idea of the gentle Thai, the non-aggressive Thai, and the very polite Thai. When you see a Muay Thai fight, the action in the ring simply does not fit the picture you have of the Thai in general. Why do they fight like this? Why do they use their foot? The foot is the lowest thing of the human body. You don't point it at anybody, you don't use it at all. And here, they kick their faces with their foot.
The present Thai society has developed out of a long history. Our aspirations now is to become civilized on the same footing as the European countries, any other country in the world. So we have certain standards of behavior, of living that we aspire to. And one of these standards is the normal way of life which is acceptable throughout the world, that is the peaceful life. This is nothing modern because we have aspired to have peace throughout the whole history. It happens that our history has been interspersed with great violent periods. So our livelihood is a matter of trying to achieve peace, but at the same time, if necessary, we'll get up and fight. There was always struggle, there's always infighting, and also a threat from the neighboring principalities and states.
The traditional weapons of war were swords and spears. But the Thais were also skilled in unarmed combat, a fighting art they developed to be devastatingly effective. This became Muay Thai, the most ferocious and deadly martial art in the world, the national sport of Thailand.
Nobody knows how old the tradition of Muay Thai really is. We know that the Sukhothai period flourished around 700 years ago, but it is much older than that, because in order to get to a peak, there must have been a lead-up period. Okay, so we may well be talking to something about 700 to 1,000 years ago, and throughout that period, it was a formative period. The struggle, the fighting has been going on continually, we believe. So Muay Thai itself can be as old as ancient history.
Muay Thai has been called lots of things by Westerners, but the Thais call it 8-armed combat: fists, elbows, knees and feet. Each fighter's hands were bound with knotted rope, which added to the effectiveness of the blows. And in grudge matches, the practice of embedding ground glass into the hemp made for a bloody contest. The ferociousness of this no-holds-barred fighting led to an out-of-hand dismissal of the sport by international sporting bodies and its banning in most Western countries.
To begin with, Muay Thai was misunderstood as a rough fisticuff type of physical exercise. Kickboxing grew out of Muay Thai, as I believe, and you can see what sort of, what is the word to use here, misunderstanding that made Muay Thai into kickboxing. The ritualistic aspects were not fully understood.
We are now about to witness a Siamese boxing match. Contestants step out from the corners and poke their guards by walking about and crouching in a comical manner. They're praying for victory. I think the guards will be on the side of the best left jab. If they make good, they're going with zigzag. There they go now. A couple of fast boys. I don't know the names, but we'll call them Butch and Spider. Butch shoots over a fast hook to the right ear, and then Spider counters. Butch is down. Jump again. It's a game boy. Believe me, folks, a game boy. Remember, folks, we're in the battle of the century. Butch pokes in right. No, the left. No, the right. Graham McNamee speaking. Spider shot over a stiff kick to midsection. Boy, don't wear 3-ounce gloves on their feet. Excitement here, terrific. They're both down. No, they're both up again. Believe me, folks, those boys can take it. There they go in, hands, feet, knees, everything. Championship is tempting the balance. Spider down. Hey, Butch. Wait a minute. No, Goldberg is down. I'll tell you who won. Just a second, folks.
As the sport of Muay Thai grew in popularity, training became more intensive. It ranged from the obvious to the esoteric. Here, the boxer is splashing water in his eyes in an attempt to control the natural inclination to blink.
Before, there were no gloves, there were no weight classes. A ring didn't exist in the sense that it's used now. Training styles were different. For instance, rope skipping or so, which is a very basic daily training of a boxer, didn't exist. On the other hand, they kicked banana trunks. They lifted weights on a string with their teeth. And these are all old-fashioned but very good methods of training, which the modern Muay Thai fighter doesn't use anymore.
Training may have changed over the years, but it's still as grueling as ever. The rituals that accompanied the preparation for battle were also carried over into the sport of Muay Thai. Tattooing the body with magic symbols for protection is still practiced by some temple monks. Using a two-pronged steel fork, the most intricate designs are tattooed into the skin with astonishing speed and skill.